Hello everybody, this is Friday, July 27th, 2012. Well, I wasn't going to do this video until tomorrow or the next day, but since I'm sitting here in traffic, I might as well do it now. I have an important paper that I'm going to link up. It'll be over on Moneybags World. The link will be below. Paper called The Matrix of Power, written by Hugo Salinas Price. 9-page paper that I think everyone would benefit from reading. A lot of you may know this information, but I'm sure some of you haven't quite covered in with this broad spectrum that he goes into. Touch on a lot of different things. He starts off with talking about the suppression of knowledge and goes through history. You know, how Pythagoras and the Egyptian priesthoods, Celtic druids, you know, they all had ancient knowledge that wasn't written down. And then, like Freemasonry, you have to pass through certain levels to learn more knowledge. And well, now we're kind of having something that's the suppression of knowledge of real money and Austrian economics, you know, not being taught around the world. And the fact that the elite know what money is. I mean, J.P. Morgan told us that gold is money and nothing else. I mean, they know what money is, but it's the people aren't being taught what money is. That's why they're so confused with this 40-year paper experiment we got going on. And he goes in to talk about the elite. Who are the elite? You know, the Council on Foreign Relations, the Bilderberg Group, the Bohemian Society that are meeting right now in Northern California, Bohemian Grove, the Brotherhood of the Central Bankers, you know, all the groups, all the groups that are all working together to control the world, you know, that have a plan, a new world order. He talks about the importance of knowing what real money is. He goes into talking about socialism. And then he moves into talking about the distraction, the great distraction. Give them the games. I just heard on the radio ladies laying by the pool with their kids, waiting for the Olympics to start, and they're all ready. You know, you should probably be better off reading this paper than wasting time watching the games. A little bit of entertainment's okay, everybody. I know you know that, but the problem is too many people are just happy with a full stomach and knowing when the game comes on, whatever game that is. The football game, the baseball game, the tennis game, the golf match, whatever, just know when the game comes on, and that's all they care about. And that's why they were blindsided in 08, and they'll be blindsided again when we have the next big crash and this depression we're in gets exposed. I mean, we've got almost 50 million people on EBT cards, on food assistance. I mean, if that's not if that's not a horrible situation with 1 in 6 people depending on the government to put food on the table, then I don't know what is. But you know, the money printing is keeping things alive, and people need to learn how to protect themselves. So anyhow, you know, this distraction, it's been going on for a long time, distracting the people. You don't want them to learn too much or start asking too many questions, start knowing what's going on. When you got drugs and alcohol help this distraction, amusement parks, game shows, you know, the list goes on. Pornography, all types of entertainment, war. I mean, all these things just keep the people. It's not much unlike Rome, where in the 3rd century they had a crisis, and rather than people be thinking about worrying about the political and economic upheavals, they gave them the games, you know, so they wouldn't have to be thinking about that type of stuff. So, and then he goes into the information revolution, the complete disregard for the Constitution, and then one of the major points of the paper is that fiat money is the weak link to the whole matrix. I mean, if fiat money is to fail, then the whole matrix will dissolve. I mean, that's what's keeping the whole thing alive. And I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work out, but people need to know what's happening. You can't just worry about the game You know, the ball game. Oh, I heard Jordan Maxwell talking about, you know, you tell the kids, go out and play ball. But the adults are so distracted with ball games, you know, they don't even know what's happening to protect their family. I mean, once I finally woke up, I just couldn't believe. I started finding people that woke up earlier than me, and I was just dumbfounded that it took me so long. You know, I didn't start waking up till 9/11, and then it's been a process since then. But before then, yeah, well, I'm not going to get into all that. But anyhow, I'll cut this off now. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Oh yeah, in the end, he talks about depopulation as well. He talks a lot about this whole matrix, you know, that we're all in, that's kind of blinded by in our own little realities where we don't want to really know the truth. We just want to accept our own little reality. And so anyway, really good paper. I was surprised to find him that he had written it. I was searching on his website that I do every so often, and the article was on there. So I'll link you all up to it. It's a really good read, especially if you haven't looked a lot at the information in the matrix of power and the, you know, the government behind the government, if you want to put it that way. So I'll talk to you all soon, everybody. Take care.